Well, now that Loki Season 2 is wrapped up, all of us are asking, where's the reunion with Thor? And now Loki star Tom Hiddleston has suggested that will eventually happen. Let's take a couple minutes to talk about what the God of Mischief had to say and his reunion with his long-lost brother. Now, before we do all that, though, make sure you hit that like and subscribe button and ring the bell for all the updates. We want to be your place for Marvel and DC news. We do daily videos, and we go out of our way to bring you the news truthfully and transparently so you are really in the know. Well, many people don't realize it, but I think Tom Hiddleston's Loki has now appeared more than any other character. Making his first appearance in 2011's Thor, he also showed up in Captain America the First Avenger, The Avengers, Thor the Dark World, Thor Ragnarok, Infinity War, Endgame, What If, and now his own series. It has been one heck of a ride for the British actor, and as the second season wrapped up, many people were wondering about the future of the character, if he's going to return to the MCU, and most importantly, what about that reunion with Thor? Now at this point, the God of Mischief, who Marvel is calling God Loki, is probably the most powerful being in the entire MCU. And the ending left Loki in a spot that could put him out of commission for a really long time. So when would he hook up with Thor? Well, recently Tom Hiddleston caught up with comicbook.com and talked a little bit about the future of the character and kind of hinted we haven't seen the last of the Asgardian. This is what he had to say. It's so hard because, I'll be completely honest with you, I have at least twice in my life said goodbye. I've written to Kevin Feige and Louis D'Esposito and Victoria Alonso and been like, thank you so much, it's been a role of a lifetime. And they've written notes back saying, come and see us anytime, you're always part of the family, we're always here, you give us so much and tears have been shed. So I think it's unwise at this point to be conclusive about any of it. I think both Thor and Loki have had to evacuate and analyze the past and who they feel they really are and what they really want. But what's interesting about family as well, this is just me thinking about it, is sometimes it will be difficult to let go of preconceptions of who they used to be. Loki might be expecting Thor to behave in a certain way or to be a certain way. Thor might be expecting Loki to be in a certain way. So I think initially it would be really confusing, but also they've been apart for a long time and no doubt they've been objects in each other's mind. And so yeah, I think I wonder what a reunion would likely be. We'll see. It's pretty clear to me Tom would indeed come back. He hasn't closed the door. He's made multiple other statements that he would be interested in returning the character, obviously as long as the story worked and Marvel wanted him. Now, we've heard a recent rumor that Sylvie could actually sync up with Earth 616 Thor, which could be a pretty interesting possibility because she knows Loki's full story and could reveal to the God of Thunder his ultimate fate and how he really was the brother he always hoped he would be. Now, what's interesting is Loki executive producer Kevin Wright seemed a bit enthusiastic about that Thor and Loki reunion because in a separate conversation, he said, that would always be my hope, is that somewhere down the line, somebody gets to tell the story because Loki's so different and because Thor's so different now too. I think that's what makes it interesting is, in my head, they're weirdly different, but I think there would be just a deep internal understanding between the two of them, and I think it could be something really beautiful and cool. Now, I don't think Marvel Studios is going to miss this moment. This reunion has been pining for a really long time, honestly, since Loki was killed by Thanos in Infinity War. He made it pretty clear the sun would shine on their brothers again, and I think Marvel is going to pay that loose end off. So when does it happen? Honestly, the events of Secret Wars and the ending of the multiverse war, which won't come till 2027, 4 years from now, would see Loki possibly not have to hold on to that throne anymore and return to his original timeline. I actually think part of the closing of that phase of the MCU will indeed be Loki returning to find his brother and many of the other people that he's known from his previous life on Earth 616, and he might even have an integral part in whatever potential reboot Marvel Studios has coming our way. I could totally see the heroes losing, potentially putting Thor's life at risk, and at this point, maybe that's when God Loki steps in, alters the story, and helps give us that new Marvel universe that we know is coming our way, and we'll have all these different pieces integrated into one. When we finally get to see this reunion, well, it's still unclear, but I know it's going to happen, I know it's going to be exciting, and I know you'll probably be there to see it too.